It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Saints and the Bengals, and it's coming up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance.
The punter, Jake Bailey, on to get this one started. And off we go here in Cincinnati. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's third down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. First and goal, the quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. Second and goal.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's his second touchdown of the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense. Mike,
that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his third year in the league.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the number one goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here comes 3rd and 6. Back to throw. He's got his man. That's Olave. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward. We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
A pass taken in by Miller. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They get an even 20 on that one. First down, New Orleans. We are through one. It's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And the Saints are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk, and it'll bring up 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. He's got it at the 3. And he'll get about halfway there. It's a gain of 2, down to the 2. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. They'll run, and it's Miller. A dive, and he's in. Kendre Miller. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Robinson. And a short pickup here, brought down just shy of midfield. Second down and 8. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll get this close to a 1st down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the 1st down. 3rd and a yard. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. Back deep for the Saints, it's Rashid Shaheed. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Blitz coming. He'll throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense, you get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense about ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll start the drive with Miller. And he'll take this to about the 28. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play. Look him up on a second down and 8. Throwing now from the gun. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
It's a gain of 19 in the air. It's good for a Saints first down.
So just think, I mean, a couple minutes ago, we see a pick 6. I mean, the last thing you want to do is the next time you step in the huddle is go 3 and out. So that's a big conversion. Now they got to find a way to get some of this momentum back, go down and get some points, and let everybody move past that pick 6 we saw in the last possession.
They'll look to throw again. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
He'll let one go deep for Kirk.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Here's 3rd and 7. They're going to motion the tight end over here. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 3rd and 9. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. Anders Carlson here now to try the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Carlson's kick is good. And the Saints are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, You don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 45-yard line.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice. But
the pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Britton Covey now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one complete right side. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. He puts it up, and it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He gets it to go. The Saints move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Bengals offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver. Leads to a real nice run after catch and brings up 1st down.
What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
2nd down and 3. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's in! Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Now it's York for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bengals move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Saints offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Back to throw. Throw right side to Olave. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Look middle here, and there's Olave.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and There's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. Here's 2nd and 6. That's quickly out wide for Kirk. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Tight end going in motion here. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly...
And he's into the end zone. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Carlson's kick is good. And the Saints extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's across midfield. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard.
at the 3-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Bengals. York now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
And a short pickup, too. About the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Oh, a loose football. The Saints have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down. They send the tight end in motion. Here's Miller. The end zone. Kendre Miller. Touchdown, Saints. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Run up the middle with Miller. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Miller. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Man in motion, heading left. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback. Here's 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just 1 more play.
It's 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Now he'll air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the option. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the left. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the option. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the left to edit. It's week 4 of the National Football League, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Pats and the Jets, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here, and now they fill the stands at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Huard. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on It's week 4 of the 2026 season.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
Second down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
That's a short one taken in by Conklin. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They put Adams in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch, and if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, it's going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. It's another run here for Williams. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Williams. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Patriots. That his 1st touchdown this year. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
The extra point, up and good. And the Patriots will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jets offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. After a gain of 6 on 1st down.
And 4 at the 33-yard line.
Now, faking the give. That's over the middle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. They're going to motion the tight end over here. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, New England. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play threw it up to the left corner of the end zone. And, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 1.
Moving the tight end right. He'll try to run for it with Hall. Heading outside, going to be close. It's going to depend on the spot. They're going to mark him short, and it is going to be 4th down.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Returnable from the 17. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Back to throw. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 14-0 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. First and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's second and 2. We'll go right back to Stevenson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. First down, New England.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. Tight end going in motion here. Back to the air once more on second down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. He'll look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. A draw to Benson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Look him up on a second down and 8. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Here's Stevenson. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
to the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Patriots stake themselves to a 17-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to get back to work. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They put Adams in motion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw here is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
He gets this complete, finding Adams.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points.
It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Patriots offense ready for this next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. Past midfield to the 45. And he will get all the way down to the Patriots' 33-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Here's 1st and 10. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. 2nd and 7. They'll throw out of the gun. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Patriots first down.
I love this decision here, Mike. 3rd and inches, everyone in the building's just thinking you're going to just plow it up the middle and get a fresh set of downs. This is probably the best opportunity to strike downfield in the passing game, and that's exactly what they did.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Demario Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, What does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this. Through the contact, it's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Open man, that's Adams. And he's going to be about a yard short of the first, getting it up to the 36. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the Jets. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. Ramondre Stevenson and the Patriots getting set for their next drive. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. So we hit halftime, and the visiting Patriots are on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts who have the lead in the second quarter. Brian Robinson with a touchdown run. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Stephon Diggs, up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. Now return coming from the 7th, and their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and Ramondre Stevenson heading out onto the field. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. They'll try and run here with Benson. And the drive will stay alive. He's got the first down up to the 44.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Patriots.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now this time they'll look to throw. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. On the carry, it's Stevenson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Throwing now from the gun. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for 1st and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New England. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Next to score, Patriots 31, Jets nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Into space. It's a foot race. And he nearly takes it the distance, just short of the goal line. A spectacular return.
Oh, man, you know he wanted that one. He's going to wind up just short of the goal line, but what a return it was. When he got to midfield, Mike, I thought he was gone. I mean, it won't be a touchdown, but he set his guys up 1st and goal, and that was electric to watch.
Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Conklin goes in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be...
The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
All right, Mike, now it's getting to the point where it's almost becoming borderline disrespectful. Despite having this big lead here in the second half, they continue to take shots downfield. They are not content with just running this clock out and shaking hands and going off with a win. Truth be told, I think they're trying to embarrass them, and they're doing a pretty good job at it.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On the give, this is Stevenson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there that that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
2nd and a yard.
At the 17-yard line.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Back to the air one more time. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. He pulls it in around the 5.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Pats will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
At the 33-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's fielded at about the 18. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air. And with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
Give them 14 on that play. One 1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the handoff, it's Stevenson. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down. A run here with Stevenson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. On 2nd down, here's a run with Stevenson. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.